Greetings and welcome to Satisfactory. I'm Dgray and today we continue our let's play of this rather awesome game, where we last episode just got the space elevator built and hooked up the rotors at our main bus. In today's episodes, I very much want to get tier 1 and tier 2 unlocked in the space elevator, so we'll maybe just make a small dedicated production for the smarts plating that we need. I think it was 50. So we'll just hook that up. In between episodes, I just upgraded our iron input belts to Mark II. So instead of having Mark 1 belts, we now go with Mark II, meaning that we doubled our throughput of iron ore. And pretty much everything that needs iron down here now gets twice as much. So that is rather brilliant. Other than that, I haven't done anything. It's only been a few minutes. And why don't we see if we can set up what we need for our space elevator, being the, what's it called? Smart plating. So to do smart plating, we need to have a bit of a room where we can just set up a small one to craft it, because in theory we could set up an entirely new one, but I don't know if it's needed. Do comment if smart plating is used for any more than just our initial what's it called, 50 of these. So with 2 per minute, it will take us 25 minutes to make this. If we double this to 2, we can get it a bit more. To be honest, let's hook it up on the main bus. I'll just not make a storage chest for them yet until I know how important they are. That is the only caveat I have. If you go down this way, we hooked up the plates, reinforced iron plates last time. We hooked up the rotors, and that does mean we have room to take them out and add them in together right here, with the same kind of build we did before. So far, I'm not gonna change our current setup in terms of how we built these. The little squiggly thing going over and under. I think that works quite nice. But there is a way to do it. There's another way to do it as well, but I don't think I want to do it just yet. So let's see, if you go right on the middle, you'll go one from the left. Can remember that. That means the splitter will go right on the middle here. I think it'll be somewhere around here. Let's see if we just turn you a few times. Not gonna tell us where it's at, fortunately, or is it? Because I kind of want to get this hooked up correctly. That one is gonna go with the input, right? Yeah, that's correct. So let's just hook up the, what's it called, assembly machines instead. So we need one spot in between, then a bit of room. We need to line them up somewhat at the same spot. That is easy enough, because that we can line up. So what if we just start it around here? Say 1 and say 2. Let's give us room to put in the splitter where I want it. Seems somewhat decent. Wish it would line up the input and outputs. That work, or is that one too close? Can we actually do this? Oh, it works that close. Okay, I will not complain about that. Then let's line up where the other one has to go. Oh, that was one too close. Let's see here, you'll go 1, 2, you'll go up, and you'll go from here down. Because that will mark out our current area for the next splitter. That'll be right here, it seems. You can go away. I will do you You, there. Yeah, that is correct. That will make sure we can get them in. We could in theory move this one to the right to give it a small amount of room. Because it does look a tiny bit better. At least I think so. So right here, is that correct? Oh. Oh, there we go, snapped grid line, but that doesn't help us whatsoever. One day I hope they make it easier to see this, so it's not this annoying. That's fine. That can give us the second splitter down here to hook up the second one. That shows it correctly now. You can go in. It might be easier seeing it if we stand up here. I actually haven't tried that before, but that might actually be an easier way to line them up, and that does seem to be the case. Do comment if you think it's easier to see it from this height, because it does look like that. So let's just do a proof of concept. Splitter again. We want to have you right there. That's of course much easier to do. You go up and you go in. There we are. That is all the input sorted. That goes in, that goes this way. Then we just need to hook up the two things we need to let this one fill up with smart plating. I don't mind buffering a small amount more than we need, but I'll just not putting into a chest where we have thousands of them. That is a bit overkill for what I want to do. So let's go over this way. Let's just check. We need these two. So let's take the first one, will be right here. You'll be a splitter. And the next one will be right here. You'll be a splitter as well. Let's turn you the correct way. You'll go right here and you'll go right there. Get some belts to hook you up. And you. And that should be our smart plating automated. When it gets in, it'll take about 12 minutes to get done with what it needs to do. Let's go and grab ourselves a bit of copper. Let's go across all these or just go around here. Could also have gone to the belt, but this is much quicker. There we are. Let's go over this way. Let's hook the rest up. And roads are going and plates are going. The power will go in a second. Here, and you'll kind of line up in here somewhere. Like we did before. So what about right there? Seems good. 1 and 2. So that is smart plating automated, taking 30 seconds per one. Power is still holding strong. We still have 390 megawatts as our maximum. Only have a maximum consumption of 264 or 46. 64? 64. Don't want to mess that up. But that means that now that we have this going, we'll soon be able to unlock tier 1 and tier 2 and 3. When that happens, hopefully we can get to coal power. Because then we can have coal supply the bulk of what we need, and then we can have our bio processing as a backup for when it goes above what we can supply with that. At least if it peaks above that one. That is kind of what I wanted to go with. So yeah, tier 3 and tier 4. What we'll go for. We could just get the awesome sync done while we're at it. Since we have most of the things we need, I just go grab a few more of our rods that we luckily have a ton of in storage. This is pretty much the power of the main bus. It takes a while to set up. It actually takes a lot of resources to move it on the line. But in the long run, just having it all sorted nicely, and you can always expand it out infinitely. You can infinitely go that way, you can infinitely go that way. You can get lines going as far as that way you want, and you can just turn it at some point going somewhere else. It's extremely powerful. You can of course also reuse some of the lines further down the line. If for example we say these will have dedicated iron for what comes in here, then we can cut it off, reuse the line for something else, and continue it down to save some room. Very, very cool stuff. So let's just get... Wow, they actually missed 1 copper. Oh, 6 copper. Whoops. Let's get you jumpy here. Let's see, do we have an almost full storage now? Do. And let's go over this way. And let's get that ship sent into space. When I played last, the awesome sync was not a thing yet. So that might be something we'll look at in the future.
Parts into the awesome resource sync, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards. Examples of bonus content are parts, walls,
also, you can get cool things from
cosmetics. FICSIT is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future.
So it gives you...
Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Go awesome. So yeah, it seems like we can get a few things. I don't know how mandatory they are and how useful they are. Do comment if there's something you absolutely think we need to get from that. Ooh, inventory slots. Ethereum we have a small amount of in storage. When they found some a while ago. So was it 10 we needed? Because we need to hook this up as well at our main bus going forward. But for now I'm just using it in the MAM to get the research going. There we are. You can have that back. What else did we need for that? Just a bit of... Oh, that's pretty expensive. But let's just craft that by hand, since our base is quite busy crafting more for the smart plating. There we are, and normal plating we can grab from just down here. Thank you. Let's just get... Was it 50 we needed? I think it was. And let's get that filled in. So as soon as we have this done, we'll get some more inventory slots, which is always nice to have. Just because I keep filling it up with concrete and other things. That enables us to also move some product from the old base down here, up here if we want to. Since we do have some being produced down here with plates and rods. But that is a bit into the future. Please do that. 2 minutes with a nice little automation. That is pretty good. Let's see. We still have some plates, some rods, some wire. We have most of the basic building materials we need. So we couldn't really go down here and look what we need to go on. This one is completely empty. Hopefully we are still getting enough in to make the smart plating. So we can go to the next tier. So far we have 11. Oh, and we have 100 in storage, so that's why. A lot being buffered here. But that is fine. That's 11. Over here we have 11 as well. Also full. So that will just let run and will give us what we need. Can I take half of this? No. If we do that, we can. Because I do want to have some of this on us for belts. So, there we are. Looking very good. And we're able to get Mark II belts then. So, while we wait for that, let's have a quick look at some of the future things we have to craft. One, we need to get some foundation down to make the space we need. There is actually a smart way to do this. For example, if we do this, I'll show you. 4, 5, 6. Don't think there's a certain amount you can do, but then you can do this. And in theory, you could do this all the way to 8. I think 8 might actually be the maximum. If one of you know, do comment below. But this makes it a lot easier to fill this in if you do something like that. MAM research done. That means we'll get more inventory room as soon as we go and check it. And this is going. So let's place down an assembler. What is one of the next things we need? We have the rotors, we have the smart plating, we have the reinforced iron plate. We then need modular frames. And that is going to be one of the massive sinks for our refined iron plating. So right now, what we really need to do is increase production of refined iron plating, as that is one of the main things that's holding us back. And is extremely expensive to craft. See, this is filling up. It also requires plates and screws. We have enough plates. We couldn't. Oh, wait. Wait, why haven't we done this earlier? We can just expand this down and add in more, because we have it already being produced like that, and the plates we have enough of. So let's expand out this production. That is actually the best thing we could do at the moment. Why hadn't I thought about this sooner? This is yet again why I built a main bus kind of design. But then I'm like, oh, we only have one producing. No problem. We'll just expand it down to twice the size, or 3 times the size, 4 times the size. It doesn't matter as long as the inputs hold. Of course, that can be an issue if you don't have enough iron and such flowing in. But that I can solve. That is not the worst thing. Right here. We need to go back to here with this setup. Since we go directly from iron in. There goes rods. Rods is buffered up. We can always steal that further down until we get it flowing faster. But let's fill in a few more. Let's just get that. And one more row, and we are ready to hook it up. There we are. So this long line of 3 more is exactly what we need. And I'll start down here, since this is the biggest one, and that will dictate where we have our inputs. Let's go up here and set down our mergers and splitters. You'll go right here, and the next one will go... Does it show you from over here? Oh, never mind. That goes from this one. Let's see, 7 and right here. That seems good. Then we'll have you right in front of here, making one of the things we need. The construction outputs. Does that line up? Let's just check. That does go from here to that one. Oh, is the power pole in the way now? No. We just need to get it moved up. So please go to here. To there. Here to there. And then we can take you from here to here and take you in. And you'll make reinforced iron plates. And the output will just be hooked up back here. Let's see, that way. So as soon as we hook up the last few things back here, we've pretty much doubled our refined iron plate production. Of course, we still need to get the throughput in terms of the iron. We're still quite lacking going into the base. So number 3, please. You can line up right there. And you'll be rods and you'll be screws. Here. Oh, why is that? Or is this one further ahead before? Ah, it is. Wasn't a reason why we couldn't do that this time. There shouldn't be. There. Does that seem correct? Yes. That seems better. Screws going in. You can go from here to here and... Oh, did I just turn it the wrong way? How can I keep doing that? I'm sure I checked it. Yeah, that is in and out. Are you complaining, my little machine fella? Oh, it's this one. Wow. There we go. Much better. I was like, am I losing my mind? And that wouldn't be the first time. There. Here and here, and there and there. You'll make rods, you'll make screws. You'll get some power from right here to that one. You'll get it from this one down here, if I can get out of this. Let's just check. Screws, or rods being made. That goes into this one. That means screws are being made. We can help it out a bit if you want to. Here's some rods for you. That means the plates goes in. That means screws are going to go out here into this one. Give you a bit of boost to get it started. And then we have twice as much refined iron plate going out into our storage and further into our platings down here. So that is very, very nice. Let's grab the plating we need. Because now we have, what's it called? We can go there again. That is it. Now we have everything we need for the space elevator. That was the main thing I wanted to get done in today's episode. So let's see what it will unlock. Hopefully coal power. It should unlock coal if I'm not mistaken. I'm mistaken even. So let's have a quick look. I'll go to my little wire over here and have a trip towards it. Oh, almost pressed the wrong button. Almost fell to my death. That would have been quite bad. Let's go this way. Oh, I missed. Damn it. So, there we are. Might move to sometime in the future, but it's kind of cool to have it back here. Even though there's a bit of a travel distance, but that is fine. You guys, I'll just blink back after we've sorted it and get to that before. So 50 smart plating. Let's throw it in. It is now loaded. We just need to seal it and send it. So for you new guys, get ready for an awesome thing. concealed. And let's send it. And look at this. There it goes, the space elevator. Taking our resources to the mothership. Or whatever our home factory or home base is. Or company that is. So that should have unlocked tier 3 and 4. And maybe giving us a new thing it needs. Oh, thank God we automated it. Because we do need it for the next tier as well. So it's good we added on the main boss. So smart plating, versatile framework, project part 2, and automated wiring. That's what's called project part 3. So do remind me what we need in the future. If you join in on the stream, that would be very nice. So I'll just get back to the base and then I'll see you in just a second. And here we are, guys. We are now back at the base through the power of magic editing. And let's have a little look at the hub terminal, because now we have tier 3 and tier 4. In tier 3 we have coal power, a beautiful substance that we will have to get as soon as possible. This will give us infinite power, and we don't have to remember to grab biofuel anymore. We also have to play with a water extractor and pipes, something I haven't done before to get it to work. The thing requires, yeah, coal and water to automate it. We also have vehicles, the tractor, the truck station, and more inventory slots. Also somewhat decent to make. Steel production. That'll give us steel beams. That'll also give us the versatile framework. Not too bad. But steel is good because that goes into Mark III logistics, and steel is... I feel it's a bit easier to make than refined ones. So tier 3 is a lot cheaper. But it just takes iron ore and coal. That's pretty good. We also have a Xenobasher. That's probably better than the first one. Hand slots. Ooh, an extra hand slot. That's pretty good. And +3 equipment slots. Not too bad. Hypertubes. Hypertubes to get around if we want to. So we don't have to use... what's it called? The wire anymore? The zipline? We can just use these. And then we have logistics max 3. 270 resources per minute. That's more than a doubling of what we're doing right now. Because we're doing 120, that'll be 240 plus a bit more. So that's, yeah, a bit more. 125, around that area. % increase. So we have to get towards this quite soon. But that we'll look at a bit later. For now, I think this is a decent place to end the episode. So what I think we should do is that in the next episode, we will unlock coal power. Because we should have the rotors and the refined iron plates. And then we can get a ton of coal up and running. Because that will solve our power situation and we can just expand out massively after that. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Do remember to like the video. It is way more important than subscribing. And of course also commenting is very, very good. And thank you for the support on the first one. Do give me the same support on this one if you want to see more. And with that, thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dgray, and I'll see you in the next episode.